Croeso, welcome. Justin speaking here again from Brickright. Today's video is all about Frazer, my son and apprentice. He's going to carry on learning how to lay porcelain, so you'll see him laying porcelain on site. We do it a snag on site this week. A bit of an issue that I haven't seen for a long time, so stay tuned, and I want to know what you would do if you were laying it. Leave them in the comments below to interact with us. For all those people who have subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Really thank you for all your support. And there's a lot of people out there now that are that are helping me. They've taught me so many things. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for you guys helping me, teaching me. So really appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. If you could click that like button, and if you would consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it here, just to get the subscriptions up. At the end of the video, we do go on a little bit of a road trip to a friend of ours who you may know from YouTube, another YouTuber. Stay tuned to the end because he's done a job, and I wanted to show the lads and myself because the work he's done is absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. So without further ado, let's dive straight into the video. Let's get going. So Frazer's just started laying this now, so let's show you what issue we've come up against. So there's your DPC there. You can just about see that there sticking out the wall. So that's damp proof course, and then we've got 2 courses down, and then that comes to the second course, so 150mm or 6 inches. So then that level from there to there equates for our porcelain and our sand and cement bed. So what we did is we transferred our level across over to here, went 2 courses down, same thickness for your sand and cement bed and your porcelain on this bit here, right? So there we are. So we started over there, and now we got this, but he's putting his porcelain in level here. And what we're trying to do, we're trying to match up to that level where the radio is over there, so the porcelain finishes flush to that, so there's no lip going into that side section there. Problem is, this is terrible. I don't think I've ever seen something at DPC level so bloody bad. Well, I probably have, but if we take the level from here, so 2 courses down, if I put a spirit level on there and I transfer that level from where my finger is over to the other side, which we've done, look, you can see the line there on the wall. By the time we get over to here, I'll show you. By the time we get over to here, my finger out the way, rather than being 2 courses, 1, 2, and finishing here, the spirit level is saying we're there. So it's hell of a pig in the brickwork, isn't it? So it's more or less like a brick. Decisions. So what we done, look, is assume, and it just goes to show, as long as I've been doing this, never assume. So as a bricklayer, which I am, you're taught to get your DPC level all the way around the perimeter of your property level, because the finished floor comes off it, your windows are going in on it. So all this here, all that windowsill, all that door is out of plumb, it's out of level because it follows the brickwork. It's massively out of level, hugely out of level. Our clients are on holidays, they're not in the country. So if it was me, what I would do is I would run the patio in level all the way across there, and when you look at it from this side, it's gonna look like that, right? The patio is gonna look out of level. We got to make a decision at some point. So if we run that level, patio in level, right the way through there, you're gonna see that up against the house, right? Then spin you around. When you get to the brickwork that we have put in level down there, you're gonna see it on the brick course, nice and level, and it's gonna look fine, no problem at all. Or that's option 1. Option 2 would be to follow that line and put the patio completely out of level. So now it's going to look exaggerated, it's going to look like that. So if we go to the line of what they've put in, and we have, like, say 150mm from there down to the patio, 150mm from here down to the patio, or at both corners, if we did that, the patio is going to be out of level like that. So that's option 2. I'll spin you around. So if we put option 2 in down the bottom here, you're going to see what we've created behind me. Lesson for us is never presume the DPC is level, isn't it, boys? Should have checked it, and we didn't. Normally you go to DPC and there might be a couple of mil out, but generally rule of thumb is they're right. But I mean, even if it was 20-30 mil out, we'd probably disguise it. But that's huge, isn't it? Right, here we are then, so you can see it now. Look, so we got 2 courses there, and as we run through it gets less and less and less, and we got, well, here in that corner we got a course and a quarter, so you can see how much that is out. So you know, it's kind of being laid like that, isn't it? So we got in touch with a client who's out in Seville, I think he said he's at the moment, in Spain. Sent him a video on WhatsApp, and they've had a look at it, they understand it, and they've given us the go ahead to do this, which is a no-brainer. It's the right option, because when we come back to the brickwork that was sat on, when we come back down to here, it'll all run through and line the ball, so you're kind of disguising it up at the house. But never take stuff for granted. We've got over it, we've ticked the box, client's happy, we're happy to carry on. That's the main thing. We'll crack on, and not much time left in the day, but we whack you on a hyperspace. Right, there we are. This is what we got. Jay's putting a mix on in there now. Look, Frazer's cutting some notches out of the path edgings, and I'm getting soaking wet videoing for you. So
who needs a gazebo when you got this beautiful thing over the top of it?
That's right. What an absolute nut job.
I'm going under the gazebo, I am.
Yeah, I think I'll go into the gazebo as well, Jay.
Well, I'll see you in a bit then.
Yeah, it haven't got one leaf on it or nothing like that, and it's keeping you absolutely perfectly dry there, mate, is it?
I'm absolutely.
Well, me and Frey will go into the gazebo, mate, and I think you can stay there if you like.
Not a problem.
Yeah, we moved the gazebo over to this side, so we're done. I think Jay's done, I'm done, and are you done? Because I am.
Done.
Yeah, I've had an absolute titful of all of it. So it's 3:20. We've managed to get all those cuts in, the awkward bits and pieces, the levels up here, all the way up and around there. And we managed to get some more eco drains in up along there as well. So gazebo ticked the box for the day. Hopefully we'll catch up with you again tomorrow and get back on that porcelain and get Frazer's trowel moving and get on it. But that porcelain, Frey, every time we seem to go on it, the rain doesn't allow us to do it, does it?
No.
We're going to be doing a prayer for the weather gods tonight to give us some sun, innit? G'day, mate. This is DJ Drongo,
Mixing the beats.
live from Sydney.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boo, boo.
Boof.
Oh, they're doing some work now, and less of that gimp over there. We've managed to get quite a lot of this porcelain in. We're almost done now doing all these cuts, and we're on to all the awkward cuts now. We've got this L-shaped one in here, and we've already been through a slab to do it already, and we tried to do it on the ruby, and it just cut straight down the middle. I can't remember, it cut like down here, didn't it?
Yeah.
Straight off, so we switched to the mini disc cutter, put a new blade on there, and cut it on that sander there. I cut it on that sander there.
Who cut it on the sander there?
Me.
Yeah, you've done a fantastic job as well, Frazer, didn't you? Yeah. Couldn't have done it better myself, mate. So which cuts have we got left to do now? Another couple of awkward ones now, is it?
Got another L-shaped one here, and then one or two little skinny ones there.
Yeah, and we wouldn't have it any other way, would we? I think I'm enjoying more of DJ Drongo. So let's get back to the Drongo. Let's get back on there. The sun's out, Drongo's out. What more do you want, innit? Yay! There we are, Ruby's underway. It's working well as well, the Ruby, since Nathan adjusted the legs on it and did a modification. It's going very, very well. So we haven't had the problem that we've had with it with the legs, so sorted. Frey, I thought I brought you up to actually use the toilet. If you have a look, any portaloo by there, mate.
Yeah, good eye.
Was it pouring up with water on the end there? Oh God. Here we are then, now it's in. You can see the severity of our problem. So you've got two courses from the window, from the door sill and DPC down to there, and over that side you've got a course and a quarter. Now I can assure you that patio from here to there is absolutely spot on the spirit level bubble. It's not out at all, but the house from this point here over to the corner behind the conservatory over there is a brick out. Thought it was going to look best. That's what the customer thought was going to look best. I'll spin the camera around now and show you what it looks like from the patio door looking out. So there we are, look, you can see now, because the patio's in level and the brickwork are in level, there's none of this stuff going on where it's like that or where the patio's being laid like that. It's all perfectly level. So as they're looking out of their French doors, it's just spot on level. So the disguise is actually where I'm stood up against the patio door. So that's in, that's done. What we've done is an addition. The drainage lids are here. So we've connected drainage because we were gonna angle this patio here like that, so the water run down and went out there. But with porcelain, you can't really get away with that. So we've changed tact a little bit. We've put one of these patio drainage channels in here. There's a hole knocked through into the planter in there. So the water will go into there, and then we got a weep hole there, and one here. So the water will go through there and come out. And the same applies for this one. What Frazer's doing now, customer wanted to put the same porcelain we've got here on top. So we're mitering all this now to go on top of there, but there is a consequence, and we've gone through this with a customer. This edge here, this edge is factory cut. The inside edge along here now is not full bodied. So as you can see, look, you can see it's not full bodied, so it's not the same colour all the way through. But we've put it on the ruby, we've put the sanding blades on it, we've made the best job as we possibly can. We told the customer, they're happy with it. They're going to put their soil up to about by here, and you won't hardly see that. So there we are. It's not perfect, it's not ideal. If it was full bodied porcelain, we could have got away with it, but it's not. Here we go again. You just can't catch a clean break on this job or any other bloody job we doing out for that fact, Jake, is it?
Call it now.
Oh God. So we're out there, we're trying to do the porcelain again. The jinx of this job with this porcelain, every time we touch the porcelain it pours down with rain. Right, we've come to Newport to see Scott from Tidy Bricks, and I wanted to show the lads and myself, because I gotta be honest, this job that he's done here with all this mitering all along here and the patio that he's done, it sets the standard for where myself and other people need to be. Scott, It's always nice to see you, mate.
Hi mate, how's it going?
And you've done an absolute sterling job here, mate. I'm really, really impressed. I mean, Frey, what do you think?
Lovely, isn't it?
It's absolutely mind-boggling, isn't it? What do you think, Jay?
Blown my mind, I will say.
Yeah.
It's blown my mind, I know that. After this job, I'm out.
He's
I'm
out.
Done. I've had a guts.
He's retiring.
If I can't stick a shovel in the ground with my arthritis, then what's the point of being alive?
If you can't kick your labourer in the head because he's doing the mix wrong, there's no point.
So might as well just jack it
Get the bruises all on Frazer's face and yours, Jay. Right, Scott, we're going to leave you to it, mate.
Cool.
Thanks for inviting us up, and
Pleasure.
what an absolutely, it would be lovely to see it finish, but right now it just looks absolutely amazing. It's a fantastic job, mate, and you should be proud.
It's like British Rail.
You're getting there.
We're getting there.
There we are then, a sigh of relief. That's another week over. We worked up till Thursday. It's bank holiday weekend because of Easter. So happy Easter to everybody out there. Hope you've had a load of Easter eggs. If you remember Brad, he used to eat all his kids' Easter eggs. So Brad, if you're listening, don't eat the kids' Easter eggs. Anyway, yeah, we had a real difficult week with the weather again. We had to start working at the back with the porcelain, as you saw. Then we had to go out the front with the gazebo and set that up. And we've had to dance between the driveway and the porcelain and everything else. It's just, since October, it's been a bloody nightmare out there with the weather, but it's done. I wanted to show you Scott from Tidy Bricks. You know, he's done a fantastic job there. When you go and see it in the flesh, it really is a top job, with all the cuts, all the patience, all the methodical thinking that he's had to do. All the clients had to be on board and paid for it because it's cost a lot of money, because he's put a lot of time into it. And the skill set that he's shown on there is, it is up there. There's so many good people out there, so many people out there that's better than us. You know, we want to raise the bar, raise the standard all the time, and he definitely did that. So yeah, thanks Scott, thanks for inviting us, mate, and good luck. I know you said you're retiring, so from us at Brickright, I want to wish you all the very, very best. Everybody else, we'll be back next week. The weather forecast is a yellow weather warning for wind coming in across the Atlantic, another low pressure coming in. So I don't know what it's going to be like next week, whether we're going to have more days off or what. Stay tuned. Frazer is going to be back at it. We got some mitering of our own to do, as you saw a little clip of it on the end. So stay tuned for that next week. Then we'll be carrying on with the driveway. So plenty more to come for us. Enjoy your Easter. Thank you ever so much for everybody, for all your support. And see you again soon. See you on the next one. Cheers. Ta-da.